Next, we have Miss Rose Garcia of TEL.
Hello, good afternoon. For Sanya muna. Sanya, dito sa movie, yung role mo is a vlogger, influencer, as Allison.
Yes, po.
So, in real life, you're also a celebrity, di ba?
Yes, po.
So, kasi sa movie, ina-entertain mo yung fan mo, di ba? Parang gano'n. So, sa totoong buhay ba, gano'n ka din ba mag-entertain ng mga tagahaka mo? Can you resonate with your character here?
Ako po kasi, kung yung sarili ko po talaga, ilalagay ko dito. Kung paano ako sa mga fans ko, as in, talagang yung, importante kasi sa akin, yung mga fans na talagang malapit lang ako, doon rin po talaga. Medyo ingat rin po talaga ako sa mga fans kasi may mga fans talaga na pag na-excite na, hindi mo alam kung ano yung possible nilang gawin sa'yo. So, dito po, sa eksena naman, importante siguro talaga na pwede kang magtaray in a nice way kasi para dito hindi siya ganun ka-nice talaga eh. Ewan ko po kung ano kung pinakita na ba dito. Yung sa... Ayun. So, ano po kasi...
Ang hirap pa, we were telling each other kanina, be careful to not reveal the plot point. So, yeah,
Yes.
this is one of them eh.
So, may mga bagay lang tayo. Mas-share ko lang siguro, Tita Rose. May mga bagay tayo na importanteng bago natin gawin, bago natin i-post, bago natin i-share sa mga social medias natin. Importante talaga na isipin muna natin mabuti kasi malaki pa rin impact nito. Posibleng malaking impact nito doon sa mga taong nakakanood at sumusuporta sa'yo. So dapat lagi kang mas maging maingat. Yun pa.
Okay. Ngayon ka lang gumawa sa Viva, I know yun.
Yes po.
Okay. So how do you feel na malaman mo na isa collab between GMA and Viva?
Sobrang happy po talaga ako kasi maraming magagandang pelikula po ang Viva and lalo na at kasama rin po ngayon ng GMA Films na talaga nagbabalik na. Alam naman po na Fireflies nandiyan na sobrang successful. I'm so excited. And first time ko rin makakatrabaho si Kathden at si Sian na talagang napakahuhusay na artista. Kaya nung nasabi sa akin ito, talagang wala nang kaabog-abog talaga. Totoo yung sinabi ko, na talagang tinangkap ko kaagad siya kasi napakahuhusay ng mga artista. So, also Faye, kasi isa siya sa mga gumawa. Ano yun? Yung yes, Dollhouse. Isa sa mga pinanood ko rin na na-appreciate ko na sa kanya pala yun. Isa yun. So, magagaling, napakahuhusay, kaya wala akong dapat tangihan.
Okay, last na lang. Sa inyong lahat, pwede rin join si Direk kung gusto sumagot. Katunay na buhay, kayo ba ay nang playtime na or na playtime na sa isang relasyon? And may follow-up question doon, would you say yung haba, let's say, umabot ng ilang taon yung relasyon, at the end, pwede niyo pa rin bang makonsider yun na ay playtime lang pala or hindi ito sa haba o sa ikli ng relasyon?
Ako talaga yung inisip niyo dito. Ako talaga yung wala dito. Kasi, hindi ako masama lang talaga. So,
Grabe, hanggang ngayon ba talaga yan, Sanya? Isang dekada na tayo,
kaya ako, medyo kinakabahan din ako.
NBFP pa rin, until now.
Parang yung mga tao nga sa paligid ko, pag tinatanong, ano na, sabi ko sa kanila talaga, for airing ba kayo? Oo, nagmamadali ba tayo lahat dito? Pero, sa totoo lang, hindi ko pa naman na-try mang playtime at hindi pa rin naman po ako na-playtime. Sana naman wag! Kasi minsan na nga lang magkaroon ng jowa na playtime ka pa, di ba? So sa akin, so far hindi pa naman po. At wag naman po sana, kasi mahirap yan. Niniwala ko sa karma, nakakatakot. Yun po, siyan.
I'll be the one reading out the questions. So, next set is for Direk Mark. Direk, how versed are you with thriller / slasher genre? And are you a fan? And are these any particular title, or are there any particular titles you drew inspiration from?
Okay, actually, the inspiration for Playtime is actually an American classic. It's called A Most Dangerous Game by Richard Cornell. That was something that went through back in, I think, high school or I think college na. That stuck to me. Simple story was, there's this hunter whose hobby is to hunt animals. Then he got bored because he can outwit the animals. So what he did was he started hunting down human beings because they have intelligence. So that stuck to me all these years, and then I said, if I'm gonna come up with a thriller, that would be the impetus of the story that I would want to do. That's why here the story is nga there's a sexual predator, si Lucas, who got all these girls into to his territory, and then he's gonna try to track them down and hunt them down. So without saying too much story, dun nag-umpisa yun. For other genres, of course, thrillers is always there. There's so much going on in the platforms and in the past movies. I enjoy the suspense action mostly. It's what I enjoy. So maybe you'll try the beat of this movie. They can attest is parang action. Miski na it's just a suspense. Talagang it's very physical for them.
Okay. They're just curious, and a follow-up on that, kasi you mentioned earlier, you had this concept during the pandemic, yung movie natin, medyo may isolation siya. So, did our situation in the pandemic play a role in, conceptualizing all of this?
When the not so happy days of COVID was happening, especially in the industry, the heads of GMA sent out a call. We were all gathered as directors, as creators, and think of concepts that would be easy to pull off following the safety protocols. So this is how it came out, no? As a producer also for Sanya Productions, I wanted to produce this for a platform or for GMA, whoever's any takers that will take this. I said, okay, lock in sa forest, and then minimal characters, but the story will revolve of those 4 characters, pero substantial siya, hindi siya magiging boring. This is how this came about, basically. So I was just so glad that when I tried presenting this to different producers. It was finally when I presented to GMA and Viva, this is a sort of a homecoming for me. All my movies before was either GMA or Viva, and then finally I went back. So I was so excited and I was so happy to work with the Del Rosarios again, especially Boss Vic, who gave me my break for this industry through the simple show called TGIS. So yun, I was just glad that they saw the merit in it, na parang, oy, pwede namin, sige, let's develop it na ganyan, and then with a workable budget, they approved it.
Thank you, Direk. And what are the challenges naman, Direk? And on the other side, what do you enjoy the most, or what did you enjoy the most about directing this type of film?
Again, it's exciting. And then it's not like the regular, let's say, drama. When I know already, after going through all the types of drama, I know what buttons to push. Dito, it was I think the thing that took me out of my comfort zone here is the sexy element. Because there are scenes here that really put them to the test. The way I see Sanya, she's one of my babies. She grew up with me starting from what you call this, half sisters. And then okay, Sanya, this scene you have to strip. Yung ganon. So tagrito, and sabi ko nga natatakot ako kasi she's the first lady of GMA. Tapos I'm gonna do this to her. So that was the tightrope I was walking on. And then Faye had her sexy sequence, Colleen had her sexy sequence, so all of them, And then Sian also, of course, out of respect, I don't know how far he's willing to go. Because, let's not think na it's only that you might offend the female, but even the male actors, you have to understand their sensibilities. So it's this whole sexy upside of this thriller is the one that really took me off my game, and buti na lang I have actors, like what I said. So we got through it.
Bouncing off that, Direk, would you say that sex/seduction is a plot catalyst in this film? Is it?
It is because they got into the situation because they were sexually attracted to Lucas, to the character of Sian. But what I want to share is that, it's just the common of the film because it's actually a study of personalities. These girls got into trouble, but should they automatically trust each other? What if someone has an ulterior motive? Ito yung masarap doon sa pelikula. It's a thinking game na, it's a kind of film na pag napanood yun na natapos na namin, I wanna watch it again kasi saan nang galing yung sinabi ni or kailan to nangyari yung ganong type. We really tried. It took me months to edit it, to make it feel that way, na sometimes it's not written. By the way, before I forget, I did not only write, I just embellished the script of Noreen Capili and Dustin Celestino. They're the one that they really were the ones that developed the story of my concept, but they wrote the script. I just embellished and added. Actually, if for the writing credits, dapat isama na itong apat na to eh. Kasi nga, it was a very collaborative film that it expanded to that.
Direk, thank you so much. Next question is for our cast members.